Coming up on Blue Eye News,
We learn how some of the CTE courses have accommodated for the coronavirus.
we learn how the yearbook is being put together during these really difficult times.
We take a deeper look at how the construction is coming together on our campus.
And finally, we take a deeper look at the possibility of a boys volleyball team.
All this and more
On Blue Eye News.
Hey Raiders, I'm Knox Wilson.
And I'm Adrian Escher.
Hey Adrian, how have you been dealing with everything regarding Corona?
It's been really difficult for me, but have you heard about how it's been affecting CTE?
Yes, there's been so many changes. Let's take a deeper look with Zen Fawn.
Everyone has to deal with multiple new and difficult challenges this year, especially our CTE teachers here at East.
The collaborative nature of this class. We're used to students being able to interact, put their hands on the same work object, move it, hold it, turn wrenches. One student holds the screw in place while the other one tightens down the nut, things like that. We can't do anymore. We have to keep that distance. So that's by far been the biggest difficulty for my class.
We can't do everything we used to in our CTE classes, but we're all adapting to find new ways to push through.
Yeah, there was a lot of, it was just a learning curve for everybody. And so once we got past the learning curve, teachers, students, the technicians, things have really improved.
In some situations, students cannot learn a subject by just watching it through a camera, so many teachers have found another way to help with that problem.
To the online students right now during COVID, we've sent home a package of all of the ingredients they'll need for the entire first semester. Almost like a mini baking kit. And then anything else they need, they're welcome to come up and I'll supplement it if they need. So they've been cooking at home right along with us here. And what all the students do when we do a cooking assignment, whether they're virtual or in person, is they actually put a picture of everything they've done into a Google slideshow. And so every step of the way with some descriptions of what they've been doing. And so it sort of shows all of their work and it helps them as a reminder of what they've been doing.
Even though this year has been a challenge for all of us, everyone is trying their best to get through these difficulties. This has been Zen Fan reporting for Blue Eye News.
Wow, they've been doing great.
I agree. Speaking of changes, have you seen how the yearbook's been doing things?
I'm not sure. Let's find out more with Zamora Hamilton.
We all know that Corona has been affecting everyone this year, but what we don't know is how everyone has been handling it. Let's take a look at how the yearbook has dealt with these challenges.
We are currently creating the yearbook. We have just finished about 6 or so pages. We are supposed to have about 48 due about this time of year. However, COVID has put a little bit of a damper on that. But we're rolling and going. We're getting photos, we're interviewing, and we're creating pages.
I just think we're really grateful that we're still able to do this because I love creating this every year. And so I'm just happy that we're still able to do it. And I think everyone should get a yearbook and see what we can create this year.
We have something new and exciting we've never done before with the cover of our yearbook, and we're going to reveal that a little bit later.
So you can go on to jostensyearbooks.com, or I believe we might have forms here that you can fill out and then bring them back to this room 826.
Have until January 29th to order a yearbook. As of right now, the price is $70.
This year especially, everyone should buy their yearbook because it's a groundbreaking year. Our job is to preserve history through that book. It is a historical record keeper. And as you all know, history is being made this year with the current pandemic. And we're doing our best, and they're actually doing a really great job of getting the pandemic covered and what's different and what's new.
The theme is Some Things Never Change. And we just really wanted to captivate how this year is definitely messed up, but we wanted talk about how every conversation that we kind of have right now is about, oh, my mask and I can't do this, it's restrictions, all that stuff. So we kind of just wanted to bring back some normality and just have it be a little more normal. And like she said, the spirit is still there. We're still here. And the fact that we're able to open and be here and still run things, even with these accommodations, I think is amazing.
This has been Zamora Hamilton reporting for Blue Eye News.
I'm totally buying one this year.
Me too. Knox, speaking of progress, how much do you think they've made with construction?
It seems like they made a lot. Let's find out more with Michael Livendini.
If you've ever noticed, while walking around the school, there's lots of things going on. That's because Wiley East is entering the next phase of construction. Our school began construction at the start of the 2019-20 school year before the pandemic.
So Wiley East is a growing campus. Right now we have 2,200 or so students, but we're preparing to ultimately have up to 3,000, maybe even more than 3,000 students. If you drive around Wiley and you notice all the places where they're building homes, all of those areas are places where kids go to Wiley East. But we're still growing, so we have to grow our school as we build more homes that have kids living in them. So we need to have more classrooms, more athletic space, more cafeteria space, more band and fine arts space. So that's what you see going on around us. 360 degrees surrounding our campus is more space for more kids.
Since the start of the school year, many things have been built already, such as the brand new cafeteria extension, additional parking spaces at the front of the school, and additional classrooms on both ends of the school. At this point in the school year, there is a multitude of new additions to the school that are currently being built right now.
For starters, additional science labs, which gets me very excited, all the experiments and dissections and wonderful things. A fine arts wing that includes a choir room, extended band space, and art classrooms. Dugouts for both baseball and our softball teams. A CTE building, which is going to be cool as well. An expanded auditorium lobby, so when you come to see a production by our theater or choir, plenty of room to mingle before you walk in. And then, of course, the Williams Center, our new gym that's being built in the back. That's the biggest structure that we have going on right now. So very excited about all these things.
All of this construction is expected to be completed by the start of next school year. Reporting for Blue Eye News, this has been Michael Levidini.
Knox, did you know that we don't have a boys volleyball team at Wiley East?
Sadly, yes, but have you heard we might be getting one soon? Let's learn more with Patrick Olalia.
Wiley East has a plethora of sports programs for those interested in the world of physical activity, competition, and teamwork. Unfortunately, as of now, one of these programs that are currently absent in our school is one for boys volleyball. It is also worth noting that it is quite difficult to locate facilities in Wiley that offer programs and coaching for us guys, so we have to resort to searching online and venturing outside of Wiley to even get a chance at finding a place for better practice. As of now, what we can currently do to spread influence and grow our community, especially for boys in the sport, is to maybe start a club and get members. Here are some people's thoughts and experiences with our situation.
So I was with my friends playing sand volleyball and I just kind of fell in love with the sport. I think there should be more opportunities, obviously, because there's a lot of guys in our school that enjoy playing the sport, and I feel like if there's a team at East, they would definitely succeed.
I think that's a great idea. I've been at East for 6 years now, and since the beginning, since I've been here, kids have been asking me, can we get a boys volleyball team started? So I feel like it would be a great idea to get that started.
So I think a boys volleyball team would be a great thing for this school. You know, it's a really fun sport. It can be competitive, but it's also just a good time for people and it keeps them active. So I think a boys volleyball team would be excellent here.
They have also proposed some ideas of what we can do to get closer to our goal.
So I feel like a lot of that would be promoting it, right? So having Ms. Doolin maybe say something over the announcements, putting out flyers, promoting that there could potentially be a boys volleyball team, see who's interested, and then even, like you said, bringing that out into the community would be a great thing.
Just make sure there's a few guy coaches, and then obviously have teams that aren't just for girls volleyball, have guy volleyball indoor, and just make sure to get it out there more because not a lot of people know about guy volleyball.
So I think, you know, reaching out to other schools like Wiley High or the schools around us and having them maybe have a boys volleyball team would help out. I mean, we got to have people to play. And then maybe once a boys team is set up, you could do like an intramural team where it's guys and girls playing together against other schools, guys and girls as well.
Even though we don't have an official team yet, we will do whatever we can to grow support, participation, and remain hopeful for the future. Reporting for Blue Eye News, this has been Patrick Olalia.
I think that they should definitely form a boys volleyball team.
Me too. That's all we have for you today on Blue Eye News.
Check in next time to see what's new at Wiley East.
And finally,
it's a great day to be alive and a great day to be a Raider.